a Benchmade AFO. I believe it's first generation. A friend of mine who works in the building trades ended up giving it to me, told me it was too big for his uses. Anodized aluminum handle scales, and certainly feels like it. It's beefy, it's bulky, it's a good fit in the hand. I can definitely see where it would, it's got a lock back here to lock it open so that you cannot use the button, and that button, that slide also locks it so that it can't be pushed either way. And so when I first got a hold of it, I was trying to figure out how it works. It's got a bit of a hesitation to it, but it does snap open. I'm hoping that some of you who have dealt with the Benchmade's AFO can tell me something more about this. In my research, I decided that this is a first generation AFO. I see plenty of AFO 2s, and the AFO 2s have jimping right in here, and they have a much better button right here. They've got a wider button, a little more prominent. I find this one to be so recessed that it takes a lot of effort to get it all the way down to release the blade. These knives are made for military and for first responders, and the idea of, at least part of the idea of an automatic knife is that you can open it with gloves on and things like that. I have to tell you that this button is so small and so recessed that I can barely open it properly without gloves on. It takes a lot of effort to get that thing all the way down, and I don't know if it's worn out. That button seems to have to go all the way flush with the surrounding handle scale in order for it to release, and it feels like there's a hesitation there, and I don't know if it's worn. Maybe some of you know. AFO, I found out, stands for Armed Forces Only, so that's their Benchmade's branding. If, as it seems, that this is a first generation AFO, then I take it to be 25 years old or more. I could be wrong about that. It's certainly been used, not abused, but I plan on sharpening it and cleaning it up. It's got some old glue or silicone or something, and some chips have been taken out of the edge right up here. I haven't dealt with that. I did lubricate it a little bit. It didn't seem to really change how it opened very much. So he came back later and told me that he had a case for it, a sheath, and sure enough, there's got the Benchmade label on it, and it fits perfectly in there. I don't expect I would use that. I think that I would rely on the pocket clip that's built in there. I'm not overly fond of partially serrated knives. I do realize they have their place, the serrations I mean, and I don't mind serrations per se, but the sharpening of them is something. So I'm gonna see about getting these serrations a little sharper. This is a diamond coated sharpener from Smith, and it's designed, I think, primarily to be a fishing tool. It's got a groove in it for sharpening fishing hooks, but that rat tail shape is really handy for, of course, round surfaces. And I have round diamond files also, but none of them get this nice and fat. So I'm gonna try getting those sharpened a little bit. They didn't look dull and didn't feel particularly dull, but this is an easy lap. This is old. I'm just gonna see what I can get done here. Let's see. All right. Got a couple of 3 nicks up on the curve there. This is a knife I happen to keep in my sharpening kit, a hand forged from a railroad spike knife, and I'll use that to clean up some of the stuff sticking to it. I have jigs for holding the angle on sharpening stones and things, and I use them, but sometimes I just like to do muscle memory. I like to just find the angle and work with it, especially when I have some work to be done. In fact, I don't know, this might be a little fine for the work that needs to be done here. This is a piece of ceramic that came out of a natural gas heater. I use it for honing. So that feels nice. So despite the nicks in it, which maybe I could just consider that as forward serrations, besides the nicks in it, that seems nice and sharp. Seems to pop a few hairs. Not quite there. Let's see. But it feels like it's in the neighborhood. Maybe if I hone it just a little bit more. I will say, and I know there would be plenty of disagreement about this, but I can and I do get my knives razor sharp sometimes. And when I sharpen knives for other people, that's usually what I'm looking for, is popping hairs. There's some, but without doing food preparation with these, I often find that being razor sharp doesn't necessarily accomplish what I need and doesn't last very long. Some of the general yard work that I tend to do, that's getting a lot closer. I'm going to call that good. But I wonder if any of you have experience with the AFO, with Benchmade automatics in general. Is that hesitation just normal? Do you think it's 25 years old? And does it look like a first generation AFO? I would be interested in your thoughts, your comments. I hope you'll subscribe, comment, like, let us know. Thanks for watching.